This week, we will explore some theories and frameworks of adult learning and learn about a method of designing instruction called backward design. You'll also learn how to create learning objectives and a rubric. You'll begin by learning a bit about adult learning theory, which is also called andragogy, or andragogy. I've heard it pronounced both ways. This theory, developed by Malcolm Knowles, explores how adults learn. When you went through school, you were guided by pedagogy, the art of teaching. Now, to be honest, a lot of andragogy is now being seen in K-12 schools, and you'll see when you learn a little bit more about what andragogy is. So you have a video and 2 readings that explore andragogy, but if you're interested in learning more, make sure to Google it. Next, you'll learn a bit about Bloom's revised taxonomy. This is a framework that categorizes different levels of learning. Finally, you'll learn about the concept of developing a growth mindset. Then we'll pivot a bit and look at the concept of backward design. Now, most of you probably won't become instructional designers. Instead, you'll become what I call designers of instruction. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, in this course, you'll learn a bit about how people learn and a model for developing instruction called backward design. This is a model that is quite popular in education and in many industries, and unless you're coming into an industry that specifically asks for an instructional designer, you'll just be fine with backward design. However, I do give you an option to learn about 4 other design models. In a nutshell, in backward design, you start with the end in mind. What do you want your learners to be able to know and be able to do? We express this in terms of learning objectives. Next, we decide how we will assess the work. Is a quiz enough, or do we need to develop a rubric to assess a product or a skill demonstration? Finally, once we know where we are going and what it will look like when we get there, that's when you plan the learning experiences. Now, to be honest, most of us start with this last step and work from there. But using the backward design process allows you to plan your instruction more thoroughly. To help you begin, you'll finish this module exploring how to create a learning objective and learning about creating criteria to assess the objective. And I'd like to give you a little bit of an introduction to your final project. This is in the training project module at the end of the list of modules. You'll get more info on this in the Intro to the Final Project module, where you learn that you're going to be creating a training plan and video. You'll choose an organization of your choice. It can be a real one, like a library, a food store, a restaurant, or you can make one up. You will develop an overarching need and then plan a video to create instruction to meet that need. So keep this in mind over the next couple of weeks when I will introduce the final project in the Intro to the Final Project module. So that's it for this week. Have fun creating your learning objective and your the criteria for a rubric. And it's a non-threatening project. It's only worth a total of 3 points. And I just want you to have a chance to start learning about how to create learning objectives, because it takes a little bit. So have fun.